What is up, everyone? Welcome to the RotoBros Sports Fantasy Football Show. I'm one of your hosts, Todd Stender. Joining me, as always, is my brother Brad. What's up, man?
What's up, team? What's going on?
Just hanging in there. Crazy week. We missed a show last week because I was on vacation and all that. But we're
All
back.
right, ready to go.
I know. We're gonna talk about some running backs tonight. Go around the league, talk about some confusing situations and kind of a crazy week in the league with all these trades and
Zeke being out for 8
well,
weeks.
trades. I guess the two big trades.
Also, Zeke being out for 8 weeks. That's pretty big.
I think you're on mute, Brad.
I'm not on mute.
Unless I fuck something up, which is worse.
How can I be on mute? I'm not on mute.
Nope, I got you. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I could hear you this whole time.
Okay. Yeah,
What's
I
going
think, yeah, there was something going on over here. We're good though. So let's jump right in. The first situation on my list is Dallas. So on Friday, that was the other big thing. Zeke Elliott gets hit with a 6-game suspension. We don't know if he's actually going to serve it this year. Kind of like Tom Brady 2 years ago, where he fought it for a whole year before he ended up serving it. So I think that's a very real situation where he doesn't actually serve any games this year. So what do you do if we don't know if he's going to be suited up week one if you're drafting this weekend?
If I'm drafting this weekend, I'm treating him like he's going to miss the 6 games, right? So Dallas's bye week is in week 7. So you're missing Zeke for half. It's not about the week 8. You're missing half of the fantasy season with Zeke. So there's no scenario where I'm risking my first round pick and automatically missing 7 fantasy weeks.
Yeah.
No. He's going to the end of the second round. Ever since they announced the suspension, I think that's about right.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good. What about Darren McFadden?
All right, dude. So as far as Darren McFadden goes, a lot of people that I've spoken to recently, they seem to really like Alfred Morris, right? And Alfred Morris looked better in the initial preseason game, which whatever, it's fine. It's literally the first fucking preseason game. I don't care about that at all. The last time Darren McFadden started, he averaged 4.7 yards per carry and 1,000 yards, and was a top 20 running back. If you can get that kind of production or a little bit lower, let's say he puts out 4.2 yards per carry, he's reasonably efficient, right? You're still going to get, top 20 numbers from him. If you get that plus Zeke Elliott, so you'll see 6 weeks Darren McFadden plus the rest of the season of Zeke Elliott. That made Zeke Elliott totally worth the end of the second round pick.
Yeah, that's probably a top 10 running back there, right? If you can get McFadden. Anyway.
Yeah, I think McFadden's the handcuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's reading into Alfred Morris. Alfred Morris was bad when he played.
Darren McFadden's 30 years old now. That offensive line's not as good as it was last year. His ADP as of today is sitting at 95 overall, which is kind of cheap.
McFadden or Morris?
McFadden. Yeah, McFadden. Yeah, Morris isn't 30. But.
Round 10 for McFadden? Give me that.
Yeah. No, it's probably going to be higher than that, though, in the coming weeks. I mean, that's not adjusted for,
Yeah, a lot of the mocks I've seen him going. Well, okay, where would you take him? Because I've seen him going in round 6, which is too high for me.
That's got to be where, if you want him, that's where you're going to have to take him, so...
I mean, I think if I have Zeke, I'm taking him in round 6. But I don't think if I don't have Zeke, I'm taking him in round 6.
Maybe a couple weeks from now, you'll be able to just go Zeke McFadden back-to-back.
Yeah.
Like you're picking on the turn at the end of the 5th, start of the 6th, you just take them both.
Dude, you think Zeke... There's no way Zeke is falling to...
8 games, dude.
What?
He's going to miss 7 weeks. The first 7 weeks of the season.
Yeah, I still think he's worth him plus replacement level is still worth an end of the second round pick.
Yeah, so something I heard today made a lot of sense. Is that you're also like, aside from the production that you're not getting, he's holding a roster spot. Like that's just a dead roster spot for half the season. I don't know. It's like
it's definitely a sacrifice, but I mean, if I'm 4-4 going into week 8 and I have Zeke Elliott coming back,
yeah, no, that's great.
Good.
Sure, there's definitely upside. Okay, so Cleveland, Isaiah Crowell, Duke Johnson. Looks like Isaiah Crowell is going to be the early down guy. Maybe even get some of the third down work. Last year,
there's a lot of talk about them playing Duke from the slot.
Yeah, and last year they ran Crowell a lot, even when they were down. So that makes me feel good. But he's going at 30th overall, so kind of the middle of the third round right now. What do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't know where you have him. I think I have him at 13. I'd like to. I'm probably gonna move him back like 2 spots. So I feel like there's a real limited upside with the guy who's on just a Cleveland team that's not going to score a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's going to be the bell cow there. He's going to get 220 carries.
And the fact that they'll give him the ball when they're losing is a big plus. And I think he's good. Like, he's just hashtag good.
See, I think he's hashtag okay. His yards after contact, it was not in the top 20. He had a few long runs, right? So like he's got some breakaway speed, but he doesn't break tackles, and that's definitely something that concerns me with guys I'm taking in the first 3 rounds. I'm not low on him, but I'm also not high on him. I think he's a safe. I think he's this year's almost Frank Gore-ish pick, where you know what you're going to get. He's not going to win you weeks, but he's not going to lose you weeks.
Yeah. What about Duke Johnson? He's going 97th, 98th overall. So like.
Yeah, I mean he's a plug-in flex guy in PPR.
Yeah, I mean I wrote him as a running back 2 for a while a few years ago, and he just puts up points. He just makes catches, and if he breaks off, I loved him coming out of school. If he can break off a long one, I think he's a good player. But yeah, 98 seems about right. Kind of that. I mean, if you can get your flex play that late, then that's a good.
Would you rather
situation.
have Duke Johnson or Jaquiz Rodgers?
Jaquiz, probably. I mean, at least you're guaranteed 4 or 5 games of 20 plus touches. Plus, Doug Martin, is he really going to come take the job back? I don't really even know. So I don't feel like.
No, I agree. All right, you're not insane. See, that was what I was just making sure.
Yeah.
I know you're a Duke Johnson fanboy.
Yeah. Well, Tampa Bay is next on the list. Doug Martin suspended for 4 games. His ADP right now is 66, so like middle of the 5th round.
Yeah, I'm not going to draft him.
Yeah, even if he wasn't suspended, that ADP doesn't seem like great, considering he's got like 2 seasons of almost 2,000 yards, and then like under like 600 yards in his other seasons combined.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? I think he's had 2 good years and 2 bad years, right? Isn't that?
Maybe 3 bad. I think this is his 6th year. But.
Okay, yeah, he's just not a consistent guy. I don't trust him off a 4-game suspension. I'd rather have Jaquiz Rodgers.
Right, who you can get 35 round picks later at 100th overall right now.
Doug Martin round 6 is just not good value. Like if you look at the other guys who are going there, you could probably get Adrian Peterson, and I would so much rather have Adrian Peterson and his chance of having 10 touchdowns, which we'll talk about later, because I'm higher on him than most people, than Doug Martin, who might like. What if he comes back and they're just like timeshare to quiz Sims and Martin?
I don't think Sims is really going to be much of a factor this year when Martin gets back. They seem to like,
suck.
Yeah, and they like Jaquiz. They gave him 30 carries a game when Martin was out last year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Jaquiz is going to be a guy who he's not big, and he's almost 30. He's not a guy who's going to hold up 30 touches a game.
But he can do it for 4 weeks, so that'll.
Yeah, no, I love him where he's going.
Yeah. Okay, now to Adrian Peterson's former team, the Vikings. Dalvin Cook going at 40th overall. He's been like blowing everyone away in camp, and he had a really good first week of the preseason. What are your thoughts on him?
All right, so if we're talking about Dalvin Cook, and you have to talk about him in relation to the other guys who are going around him, right? So he's going behind Christian McCaffrey right now, and I don't get that.
Well, I think the situation is a lot more clouded in Carolina. Yeah,
so for me, right? For me, Dalvin Cook has the easiest path to touchdowns, right? Latavius Murray's bad. We have enough evidence to know he's bad. He's fucking horrible.
Yep.
Can I swear? Whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want.
So, and Jared McKinnon? Are we even going to pretend like Jared McKinnon's a thing? Like, he's horrible.
No.
Dalvin Cook, I mean, his measurables weren't great. It's a combine, and like that's what caused him to fall off. But I mean, he made enough big plays at Florida State for you to think like there's potential there. That offensive line's not good, but should Dalvin Cook be a guy who I see as a 3-down back? He can catch passes. I don't see any reason why Latavius Murray or Turk can even play.
So
like eventually, I think
Dalvin Cook or Joe Mixon, they're going right next to each other.
Are you asking me who I like more?
Yeah.
Right now, like as of today, I like Dalvin Cook more because he has the easier path, I think, to touchdowns. So the problem with Joe Mixon is Jeremy Hill has been efficient within the 5 yard line. If they keep Jeremy Hill, he might spulter some goal line carries. I think Joe Mixon still
He's fucking
scores.
done. Hill's not seeing the field this year.
That's possible too. I mean, I'm not taking Joe Mixon. I'm pretty high on Joe Mixon this year.
Yeah. So I think it seems like Dalvin Cook is clearly ahead of Latavius Murray. Murray had this kind of hamstring issue. He's missed most of camp. Like, he's way behind. And with Cook being impressive, it seems like he's going to kind of run away with at least the early down work. They might still mix McKinnon in a little bit, and you might see Murray give him a series off here and there, but it seems like Cook is going to be the guy.
So yeah, and Twit's going what, round 5-6 around there?
41st overall.
Okay, yeah. So I did my ADPs about a week ago, so these are mine's a little.
Yeah, I didn't grab it from you. This is just kind of aggregate from. I got it from fantasycalculator.com. It grabs all the sites. It's not just ESPN. So.
Okay, all right, yeah. Because on ESPN about a week ago, he was going to around 61, which is, I mean, I love him there. I don't think that's where he's going to go because I've done a million mock drafts and he never makes it that far. But
yep.
But I like Dalvin Cook over Christian McCaffrey. Like I'd rather take Dalvin Cook around later than Christian
it's about 10 picks later.
Yeah, exactly, around later.
He has a much clearer path to touchdowns, and he has a much clearer path to, I think, just overall volume.
I agree.
So Cook or this next guy we're going to talk about, Amir Abdullah.
Who would I rather have?
Yeah.
Cook. It's not even close. The thing with Amir Abdullah, right? So I actually think Cook has a chance to just win that job and be a 3-down back. Right? There aren't a lot of guys that are like that in the league. I think he has 3-down back upside. Amir Abdullah doesn't. Right? Theo Riddick is always going to be the passing back. He's incredibly good at it. He's very efficient. He was a top 20 PPR running back when he was healthy last year. He can't run for shit. He averaged 1.7 yards per carry. He's never going to get carries. And you also have the health questions with Amir Abdullah. He played one game last year, and he looked great in it. But Zach Zenner was efficient in goal line carries. Do we even think Amir Abdullah does goal line carries? Like, I don't know. He does.
So I think he's not going to probably get the 1-yard carries, but I don't think that he's just going to score 0 touchdowns and catch 0 passes this year. So basically, I think he's going to own inside the 20s on first and second down, and Zenner's going to come in at the 1 and on 3rd and 1, but like at the 5, at the 7, at the 10, it's going to be Abdullah.
Yeah, dude. Do you feel good about starting a guy, a running back who you know is 20-20?
I mean, no, I don't think he's 20-20. I think he's to the he's in up to the 5-yard line. Like I think Zenner's going to get 1-2-yard carries. He's not.
So you're buying the post type.
He's not gonna they're not gonna put Zenner in on 2nd and 7 from the 7 and give him the ball. Like, that doesn't make any sense. They're gonna give him the ball on 1st and goal from the 1 or on 3rd and 1 from with 1 yard to go.
No. I mean that's true. I don't hate Abdullah, but I just I'd rather have Dalvin Cook. I mean.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm with you there too. I have him ahead. I just think Abdullah's gonna kind of be a good value this year. He has a lot more touchdown equity than people give him credit for. Yeah. I just this idea that he's going to catch 0 passes and score 0 touchdowns is just going to make him keep dropping, and I'll take him. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on. Zenner we don't want, right? What do you? Well,
Zenner's undrafted.
Yeah. So Abdullah, I'm seeing him.
Getting drafted.
Yeah, I'm seeing Abdullah at 56, Theo at 79, and that's for PPR for Theo.
Wow, Abdullah's going that far ahead of Theo, huh?
In PPR, yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
So he's going 22 picks ahead of him in PPR. Well, I think Theo's gonna get 8 carries a game or 8 touches a game, where Abdullah's gonna get 15. No,
Theo's gonna catch 5 balls a game.
Yeah, right, and he's good. So he'll have 1 or 2 carries, and he'll have 7 to 9 touches per game. Where Abdullah's probably going to get 15 carries or touches per game, right?
I mean, this is the problem with these guys, right? We don't know. We have no idea what they're actually going to do because we haven't seen Abdullah in 2 years.
No, you're right.
Dude, the Lions chuck it. Their offensive line is horrific. They have no time to throw the ball. Their running game is just dump offs. If they get stuck back to doing dump offs, we're going to see a lot of Theo Riddick.
Yeah, I like Theo Riddick. That's a good price for him too at 79th overall.
Yeah, great price.
Okay, so we talked about Joe Mixon a little bit, but that whole situation. So Joe Mixon's going 39th overall, and now listen to this. In PPR, Gio Bernard is going 141st.
Stupid. It's insane.
His role isn't really going to change at all compared to what it's been in the past few years. I don't see
No,
it.
so Gio's been a top 20 guy every year except for one. I mean, we know Gio Bernard's good at football. We know he's good at football. That's just a fact. You can lock him in at 150 touches. He's going to be a low end RB2 to high quality flex play.
For PPR, for sure, absolutely he is. Like
For sure.
Yeah.
And the reality is, there's enough carries to go around. So no team has ran the ball more in the last 2 years than Cincinnati.
Right, and unless we think they're going to give 30 touches a game to Mixon, like Gio's still going to get his work in the pass game mostly. He's kind of like Theo Riddick in that sense, but Theo Riddick's going 79th. Gio's going 141st.
And Gio's better than Theo Riddick.
Yeah, he's a better player.
And he can run the ball. He's better than Theo Riddick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think his carry floor is that high per game. I think they like Mixon. But yeah, he in PPR at 141st overall. You're talking like the 13th round for a guy who can put up RB2 numbers and has done it 4 times. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm a Gio truther. I kind of think we both are.
Yeah, I've owned him every year of his career. And you're gone.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Okay, I can hear you.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, your face is back, but nobody wants to see that anyway. I mean, your face isn't back, but that's okay.
Whatever.
So next on the list is, do you want to say anything about Jeremy Hill? He's going 4 spots after Gio at 144.
I mean, I won't own him. I think he sucks.
Yeah, and there's no reason to that anyway. If you're gonna throw a dart at 140.
At that point, I'm taking Kareem Hunt or
Samaje Perine.
Somebody who, some dart throw guy who might get a starting job.
Yep. Okay, Oakland. This is only interesting to me because, how comfortable are you with Marshawn Lynch coming off of a year off on a new team?
Super comfortable.
Like second round, late first round?
No. Not first round.
His ADP right now in PPR is 29th overall. So
yeah, super comfortable there.
Mid third round. That feels good. That's too low, really. I think I'll take him kind of like five spots higher than that. The Raiders have the best offensive line in the league. They're going to be one of the 5 best offenses in the league, and he's going to get all the work.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, I think he gets at least. He's a guy who touches the ball at least 240 times.
If he's, I mean, you imagine he's going to be fresh. Like he was healthy when he retired, and now he's a year off. Like, so he's not going to have that kind of 30-year-old hangover. Or he might be able to put it off for a little bit, and put up a top 5 season. He could. I don't see any reason why he can't be a top 5 running back.
No, I absolutely don't either. A good, just generally good fantasy strategy is to draft running backs on teams that score points because they have more opportunities to score touchdowns, and nobody has been better in the red zone than Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, maybe ever, really.
I mean, I'm all about it. Give me that. I have Marshawn Lynch as my 11th running back.
Yeah, that's about right, probably. Okay, we didn't need to spend too much time on that. I just wanted to talk about it quickly. Okay, the last one, Carolina. What are you doing with McCaffrey? What are you doing with Stewart? Who's going to score the touchdowns? Is Cam going to be not horrible this year?
I mean, so here's the thing, right? I think McCaffrey's getting drafted as ceiling, and that's why I don't want anything to do with him.
I think that's a good way to put it.
Do I see like Gio on steroids with McCaffrey, or like young Reggie Bush?
Yeah,
I do.
Reggie Bush is what I was going to say.
I do, but I mean, do I see a top 10 guy with top 10 potential? No, I don't, because Jonathan Stewart is still there. And McCaffrey was never really an effective between the tackles runner. It's always been a quirky, jerky, bounce it to the outside, take it to the house. And he's a great pass catcher. I expect him to play him in the slot a lot. I think he's going to do a lot of different things. He's going to be really effective. But I think he's a guy who has 12 to 20 upside, not
so
20.
Right. How much stock do you put in the videos of him making people look silly at camp?
What do I care about camp videos for, dude?
Udi's breaking Luke Kuechly's ankles like all over
Yeah,
the place.
and he's
Yeah.
gonna do that. He's gonna have some runs where he
The
does
problem is I just don't see him getting the ball enough to really push for like a top 10 like RB1 type season. And I mean he's not. He's like the 12th or 13th running back being drafted. Like you said, that's probably his ceiling. And with that situation, like I don't see him getting the goal line more. He's third in line really for inside the 5 carries. Like Cam is still going to take some himself that they don't give to Stewart. I mean, if maybe they line him, maybe he's on the field in the goal line. They just line him up in the slot. So we don't really know yet. I guess we'll have to keep an eye on that in the preseason. He might have some like touchdown catching upside. More than we think, because that's kind of why you like him in PPR is for what he's going to do as a receiver. But we kind of just got to keep an eye on the preseason. I don't really know what to do with him yet.
Yeah, well, like I said, we're drafting him to ceiling. In general, I don't think it's a good idea to draft people for ceilings.
Yeah.
Right. I won't own DeAndre Hopkins this year because DeAndre Hopkins is going at like 10. I think that's his ceiling with these shitty, crappy quarterbacks who ruin him.
You're not sucking the Deshaun Watson dick after that one half of preseason?
No, after the one half against the third team, no, I'm not.
No, I took him I took him as my third quarterback in a best ball league today.
We don't even know who's going to start. I mean, I don't hate it. There's a couple other guys I want to talk about though while we're doing this.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about my boy. I can't believe you were trying to end this without talking about my boy.
That's all I had on my list. What do you got?
Oh, Todd. What do we do with Ty Montgomery, bro?
I mean, he's
he's the wild card, I think, of the top 20 running backs. He's the wild.
He is. I think he's just like an easy RB2.
You think he's an easy RB2?
Yeah, I mean.
So what's the highest you think he finishes?
He could finish in the top 10. I think he could finish like what 7th, 8th. I mean,
yeah,
in
absolutely
PPR.
he can. I'm gonna own me a lot of Ty Montgomery.
So you're not buying into your boy Jamal Williams?
No. Here's the deal. We knew the Packers knew they were going to let in 80 ways to go. They have to go and get running back help. Ty Montgomery's 225 pounds. He's big. We know he can catch passes. I think he had 8 games where he was in the top 20 last year as a fantasy running back. He does a lot to be an RB2, and I think he's a guy with top 10 upside if he gets the 250 touches. But I think he could very easily catch. I mean, dude, would you be shocked if he caught 50 balls in the Packers offense? Would you be shocked? No.
Montgomery, no. No, I think like 35 is probably his floor.
Yeah. All right. So let's do it this way. Could he have 10 touchdowns? 6 rushing, 4 receiving, 7 rushing, 3 receiving, easily.
Yeah. Okay. All
easily.
Right. Yeah.
He's absolutely a guy who could break into the top 10. I wouldn't be shocked at all. And that's an offense. It's a top 5 offense in the league. The way you win fantasy is you draft running backs in the top 10 of the league. Offenses. We're on top 10 offense.
Yeah, I just don't think that I mean, I like him fine. I just don't think he's that interesting because I think he's just kind of safe. Like, his floor is super high. He's going to have, like, the same role every week on a good team.
Okay, all right. So let's do it like this then because I think he's safe.
Would you rather have Ty Montgomery or Marshawn Lynch?
Some of the other guys around there. All right, so would you rather have him or Isaiah Crowell?
Montgomery.
Him or Christian McCaffrey?
Montgomery.
Him or Carlos Hyde?
Montgomery.
Him or Bilal Powell?
Montgomery. Marshawn Lynch.
Him or Todd Gurley?
Him or Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch. Him or
Gur-
Todd Gurley?
Gurley, I guess.
See, I thought that, and now when I'm talking, I'm rethinking.
I like them getting Sammy Watkins. I think that's going to help Gurley a lot. They faced the
So do I.
most.
They upgraded their offense.
They faced more 8-man fronts than anyone in the league last year.
I know. I was having this talk with Bob because he thinks Todd Gurley's not good.
Oh, well, he might not be, but he's not. He's certain. Well, no, he was. I mean, he's certainly not as bad as he was last year. They faced more 8-man fronts than any team in the league by a wide margin.
Yeah, well, the thing about Todd Gurley is I think we saw his floor last year, and his floor is running back.
The thing is can Jared Goff be any worse? The answer is no. He had the worst season of any quarterback basically in human history.
His running back, his floor was running back 15. I feel good about Todd Gurley where he's going.
Yeah, right. So I'm kind of going back and forth. So I think Gurley and Lynch are easily ahead of Montgomery for me, and then I think Like Crowell is like the toss up that is like where I gotta think a little bit.
There's no chance where I take Crowell in front of Montgomery because Crowell doesn't have Montgomery's upside.
I worry that Montgomery is not going to be playing, or not that he's not going to be playing, but like that he's not going to be, entrenched as the starter there come week 8. Jamal Williams, man, he's pretty good. He's hashtag good.
I'm not worried about it. All indications are that Ty Montgomery's going to be die. It's his job to lose.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to talk about? Week 1 daily
Spencer
fantasy.
Ware?
Oh yeah. Okay. Kareem
What's
Hunt.
Spencer Ware's ADP?
I don't have it in front of
My
me.
ADPs are outdated.
I don't have it in front of me.
Okay, so do you think Kareem Hunt wins that job by the end of the year? Because I kind of do.
Yeah. Oh, probably by like week 6, he's kind of better. I'll pull up the ADPs quick.
Which is crazy because, dude, if you asked me 2 years ago, I would have told you Spencer Ware is really good, but he had 8 horrific
No,
games.
I don't think Spencer Ware's good at all. Okay, so while we were talking before on ESPN Standard Leagues, Montgomery's going 46th, Isaiah Crowell's going 36th. Oh, wait, Lamar Miller's ahead of him too. Gurley and Lynch are way
Would you
ahead.
rather have Lamar Miller or Ty Montgomery?
Montgomery probably in PPR anyway. Danny Woodhead or Ty Montgomery.
Shut up.
All
Disrespect.
right. Spencer Ware, 73rd.
It's not terrible to take him.
He's gone down 10 spots in the last week.
Good. Keep falling.
Darren McFadden's gone up 41 spots in the last week.
Yeah, that's not surprising at all.
What do you think about Terrence West?
I like his value.
Yeah, I took him in a best ball. I just think he's got a lot of touchdown equity in that offense. Like he's gonna get a lot of work on the early downs between the 20s inside the goal line. I mean in the red zone. I mean Danny Woodhead's not really a threat for his carries. Like I think he has like a 15 carry every week. 15 carry floor every week.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with that. Hold on. I think I have his... Oh, never mind. I was just saying, I thought I had the Baltimore strength of schedule, but I mean, the thing is, it's all about where you're getting Terrence West, right? Like, I think his floor, the volume is there, right? But the talent is average, right? He's like he's a career 3.9 yards per carry guy, right? So he's nothing special. But I mean, if he's getting 15 touches and you get him in round 8, then I feel pretty good about it.
Yep, I think he's not that good, but he'll be fine. If you have him as an RB2, like you can kind of just be okay with it. All right, that's all I have on my list. And yeah, you have more?
No more.
All right.
I can't believe we didn't talk about this. Mark Ingram versus Adrian Peterson. Go.
That whole situation is just a stay away from me. They're on my do not draft list, both of them.
Well, Mark Ingram's on my do not draft list because his ADP is too high and because the Saints hate Mark Ingram.
All right, well, let me see. I'm going to look at him right. I got him right here. Adrian Peterson at 70th, Mark Ingram at 62.
Oh, so Mark Ingram's fallen since I did this. Last time I did this, when I did this, Mark Ingram was in the 4th round.
Yeah, he's gone down 15 spots in the last week. I think that it's such a gross mess over there. I just don't want anything to do with it. That whole situation is just a stay away. I mean,
You think they brought Adrian Peterson and not give him the ball?
Well, sure, but I mean, are they going to give him the ball enough? And he's 31 years old now, 32. Like, nah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm getting tantalized though. I'm seeing all these reports about what incredible shape he's in.
I love Adrian Peterson. I mean, he's one of the 5 best running backs ever, probably.
Dude, I think Adrian Peterson, if you can get him in round 7, sit 7 is a guy who has 10 touchdown upside, and you're not going to find a lot of guys.
Right. I mean, if it becomes like a true like win the job type situation, he's going to destroy Mark Ingram, who I think is good. But I mean, he's not. So if that is the case, and we learn that over the next couple weeks, like in preseason, who's getting all the starter snaps and stuff like, I don't think either of them will get like carries.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a bit of a timeshare, but you could have 2 effective running backs in a timeshare. I mean,
in that offense where they already spread the touchdowns around so much,
I just think that Adrian Peterson gets all of the goal line work.
Yeah.
All of it.
Maybe. I don't know. It's gross. I gotta watch that in the preseason and see.
He's not a guy I feel like great about drafting, but like it sits 7 with the upside. I feel good about the upside.
All right, Adrian Peterson or Eddie Lacy?
Shit, that's a good question. Um, uh, Probably Eddie Lacy, just because there's more history in Seattle of them going one running back.
Adrian Peterson or Frank Gore?
Oh, Adrian Peterson. Frank Gore isn't. This is the year for Frank Gore, the corpse of Frank Gore.
Yeah,
And,
you say that, but we'll see. Adrian Peterson or Spencer Ware?
Adrian Peterson. Way more upside.
Adrian Peterson or LeGarrette Blount?
I don't know. Ryan Matthews is gone now. I'm like,
Adrian Peterson or his replacement in Minnesota, Dalvin Cook?
oh, Dalvin Cook.
Okay. Paul Perkins.
Adrian Peterson. Fuck off. Just
Paul
respect
Perkins is
Paul Perkins.
Paul Perkins is hashtag good.
Paul Perkins is hashtag small.
All right, I think we're done. Anything you want to talk about? DFS week 1. Who you playing quarterback in cash week 1?
I mean, it's got to be Carson Wentz, right? He's the chalk play. I mean,
Yeah, he seems like the cash play. Like this
5,300 against Washington.
Yeah, that's where I am right now. I mean, if you can find the room to get up to Ben, like that's nice. I don't think week 1 applies to the home road thing because he'll have like a month to get ready for him, and it's summertime. It'll feel fine.
And is Martavis Bryant can play week 1? Do we know about that?
I don't know, but they're playing Cleveland, so I don't really care. Okay, we'll get more into daily fantasy next week.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait.
I know. We should do a lineup builder show or something.
I'm down.
All right.
Down. All right. Dude, thanks for your time. Thanks everyone for all 6 of you for tuning in this week.
We had 6 people? No.
I don't know, dude. I made that number up.
Oh, all right.
I can't even see you.
I know. All right. Thanks, everyone. See ya.
All right. See you next week, team.